Okay. Good evening, Calamity Reduction Line. Sarah Dean speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, I'm just calling because I need some help.
Yeah, who am I speaking to?
Katrina?
Hi, Katrina. So before we get started, I wanted to acknowledge that reaching out for support is a courageous step you've taken. As we share our stories, we may feel a range of experiences. We may feel like a load has lifted off of us. You may also find it difficult you might find it difficult and a range of emotions may resurface. So there are normal reactions when we are in painful experiences. Please let me know when these things become difficult for you, so together we can be mindful and focus on whatever you need to prioritize and ensure you feel safe to share with me. We can develop some strategies to help you ground yourself. And it is important to take a few minutes to talk about our agency policies on our confidentiality. So I do want to ensure you feel that it is safe to share with me. Generally, everything you share with me is confidential. However, under the circumstances, I will have to breach that confidentiality. So, so the situations may refer to any child abuse, any harm to yourself or someone around you, anything that relates to a forthright situation. So if a court requires records, and lastly, with your consent, I can share your records with another service provider. So say you change your counseling services, I will have to hand over this confidentiality agreement to them. Are you okay with this? Do you have any questions?
Yeah, that's fine. No, I don't have any questions.
Okay. So what makes you call in today?
I've just been feeling really low, and I just feel like I had nowhere else to turn, so that's why I called in today.
Okay, I see. So what would you like to talk about this evening?
Well, I've been feeling really low lately, and I just feel like no one understands what I'm going through, so...
Okay, so just to help you center yourself, would you like to practice some breathing techniques?
Sure.
Okay, so do you know any strategies to help you, or would you like me to give you some?
Sure.
Okay, so this is a breathing technique where it's a three-way step. So you just have to breathe in for 7 seconds, you have to hold it for 3 seconds, and then you have to let your air out for 8 seconds.
And how's this supposed to help me?
Well, it'll help you center yourself, and it'll help you focus on it'll help you and it'll help you talk more proficiently about your issue. That way I can help you more.
Okay, I can try it.
Okay, so I just want to make sure you're safe while you're talking. Is the environment around you safe?
Yeah, I'm here by myself.
Okay, and are you safe with yourself?
Yep.
Okay. So you want to further explain your situation?
Well, I just feel really depressed. I find it so hard to get out of bed lately. I just hate my life right now, and I just feel like no one understands.
Okay, so is there a situation that's driving you to feel this way?
Well, there's a few things, I guess.
Would you like to talk about it more?
Well, I could say that it started when I broke up with my boyfriend a few months ago, and ever since then I've just been really depressed.
So do you guys still talk? Are you still communicating?
No, I haven't spoken to him since we broke up.
Okay, and was there any form of violence in your relationship?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, I respect that. Definitely in your situation, it's normal to feel what you're feeling. So again, thank you for sharing that with me.
Yeah.
So yeah, the situation you're in, it must be very difficult. What you're feeling is totally normal in that situation. So it's very understandable as to why you're unable to function. And this situation itself is very draining. So do you have any support systems to help you with that?
Well, my friends don't really support me because they think I'm a big baby and they think I should just get over it. So and then I don't really have a relationship with my parents.
Are you open to any therapy or counseling?
I don't know, I've never thought about it.
Okay, that is a very stressful situation since you don't even have any support around you at the moment. Okay, so would you like to tell me a little bit more about your parents?
Well, since they kicked me out at 17, I really haven't had like a relationship with them. They've tried to reach out to me a few times, but I'm just too angry to talk to them.
Okay, so do you go out?
I haven't really been going out lately, no. I just stay in my bed and cry all day.
Okay, I see. So is there any way you're coping with it right now?
It might not be the healthiest, but sometimes I just feel like drinking is the only way to suppress my feelings.
Okay, so sometimes people do take a lot of suffering and they are overwhelmed and they want to end that suffering. So do you have any plans to end that suffering?
No. I'm not thinking about it.
Okay, so is there any religious beliefs or anything that helps you center yourself besides drinking?
I've never been a religious person, so I just don't know. I just feel like drinking is the only way that I know right now.
Okay, so how do you feel after drinking?
Well, it just gives me the feeling of being numb, but then I wake up and I feel the feeling all over again, and then I drink again.
Okay. So just understand that there is support here to help you. There are people here that care and they want to support you, so we can implement some ways that best fit you and we can go through them together. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, so tell me more about your housing situation, your financial. Are you working? Are you going to school right now?
Well, right now I live by myself. I have a job, but because it's hard for me to get out of bed some days, I haven't been going, and my boss has actually given me a warning already. I'm behind on my bills. It's hard for me to pay my rent lately.
So you're currently enrolled in school as well, right?
No, I'm not in school right now.
Okay, so are you financially supporting yourself?
I have a job, but I haven't been going, so I'm not really making as much money as I used to.
So we can certainly link you to some resources that can help you with the financial needs. And
okay,
so if you were to go back to school, what would you study?
I think I would be a veterinarian. I really love animals.
Well, that's a really nice course. I'm glad you're thinking about that. So are you planning to go anytime soon, or?
I want to just start feeling better first before I can start thinking about going to school.
So I'm really glad you reached out for help. It's a courageous step you've taken. It sounds like you're going through a lot, and I just want you to understand that it's very important you understand that in your situation, it's totally normal to feel what you're feeling. So what about the doctors? Have you visited any doctor?
Yeah, I went to a doctor and he said that he doesn't think that I'm depressed.
Okay, so would you be looking forward to going to the doctor again? A different doctor maybe?
I thought about it, but I didn't want to go because I felt like he would say the same thing to me.
Okay, I see. And are you on any medication?
No, I'm not on any medication right now.
Okay. So do you have any siblings?
No, I'm the only child.
Okay, and what about your hobbies? Do you like anything in specific?
Well, I like reading, and I used to like exercising, but lately it's just been really hard for me.
Okay, I see. Yeah, it's definitely a difficult situation. Again, like I said, it is draining, but there is support around you, and we'll definitely get you that support, okay?
Yeah.
Would you like to talk a bit more about your childhood?
Yeah. I'm an only child. My parents moved around a lot, so I was going from school to school, and it made it very hard for me to make friends and keep friends. And because I'm the only child, I always felt very lonely and by myself, just like I'm feeling now.
Okay, so other than your friends, do you think you grew up in a healthy environment?
I think my parents tried their best, but they focused more on providing for me than actually being supportive parents to me.
Okay, so do you think they met all your needs, like your basic necessities?
No, I think they just didn't really take the time to try and understand me.
Okay, so would you be willing to amend your relationship with them at any point?
Maybe sometime in the future, but right now I can't see myself talking to them. I'm still upset.
Okay, and just know that it takes time, right? So you do what's right for you at your right time.
Yeah.
So if you feel upset again, is there any other way you would cope with it rather than drinking?
I don't know.
We can definitely help you come up with something that fits you, okay?
I'll be fine.
Okay. Okay, so you did say your parents moved from here to there for job purposes, so how did that make you feel?
It made me feel unimportant because they weren't really thinking about me. They were only thinking about themselves. And like I said, I was alone a lot by myself most times.
Okay, and you didn't really go out, right? Because of friends?
Yeah, we never stayed one place for me to maintain like friendships. And even when I made friendships, we would literally be moving the next day. So it was always hard for me to build relationships with people.
Okay, that must have been very difficult. Are your parents still living together?
Yes, they're still together.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad that's good. Do you think the relationship is healthy?
Yeah, I think my parents are good together.
Okay, you have no contact with them at all, right?
No, I haven't talked to them.
Okay. Okay, so thank you for sharing your situation with me. It took a lot of courage for you to talk about all that. I just want you to know we are in the middle of the call, so if there's any situation where you feel unsafe, you can hang up and I'll wait for you to call me back. And now to your goals. Is there any goals, long-term or short-term goals that you're looking forward to?
I guess my short-term goal would be to be financially stable. Right now, I haven't really been working as much as I used to, so I don't have any money.
Okay, so are you gonna stay at your current job or you're gonna find another job?
I would like to stay at my job, but I don't know. Right now, my boss is just really upset with me.
Yeah. So I just want you to know that there is an emergency leave that you can take from your work. So you can talk to your manager about that, and you guys can arrange that, because whenever you work, there's a certain amount of money going to your insurance. It's the emergency insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So would that be something you can look forward to?
Yeah, I can ask him about it.
Okay. And for your school, do you have any steps for your school right now? Any goals for your school at the moment?
I mean, eventually, yeah, but maybe in the next year and a half. But right now, I just want to take care of my mental health and work a little bit more and save some money.
Okay, so are you open to going to therapy or counseling?
I'm willing to try.
Okay, and did you know that there's ways that if, like currently if you don't feel like yourself, there's some coping mechanisms. Do you have any?
No, I don't have any.
Okay, would you like me to give you suggestions that may help you? You can discover them on your own.
Sure.
Okay, so there is some, you can do journal entry. That's one thing I know that helps a lot of people. There's listening to music, like therapeutic music, like meditation. And there are different coping exercises like we practiced earlier. Would that be something you're willing to try?
Yeah, I'll try anything at this point.
Okay, so please know you aren't alone. Do we start?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you did mention about your ex-boyfriend. If you were to come in contact with him, would it be okay to develop a safety plan just in case?
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Okay, so I can give you some suggestions. There is some phone features that we can go over with if you haven't known them, and you can call 911 if there's any danger. Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So please know you're not alone. Just feel free to call our crisis line when you need support.
Hey guys, just want to let you know we're closing in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. So please know you're not alone in your situation. We are gonna connect you with some support groups that have people with similar situations, and you can feel free to call our crisis line whenever you need support. We are open 24 hours a day. From what you said today, sounds like you are wanting further support. So our agency offers individual and group counseling as well. If you're interested, you can call our line during the 24 hours, and we can complete an intake and make an appointment for you. Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
And is there any phone number I can reach?
416-578-8719.
Yeah, I appreciate you called us today. It took a lot of courage to share your story. I hope you know you're not alone and there are people to support you, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.